today, this is going to be very helpful for your shipping, packing and shipping needs. A lot of times people run into a situation where they have something they have to ship, but it's too long for whatever boxes they have. So they have two smaller boxes that they could use, and I'm going to show you the best way that I've figured out how to combine two small boxes to make into like a longer box or a taller box. This situation is I have A-pillars from a vehicle, and this here is 29 inches long, and the closest box I have is 24 inches long, 24 by 8 by 6. So I have two boxes. They're both 24 by 8 by 6, and of course this is too long. So what I'm going to do is take these two boxes and put them together so that will fit inside and, you know, safely, and the best way I do it. So first off, what you got to do is you actually make the two boxes. You make these two boxes just like you would if you were shipping them out, you know, with just these boxes. Also, all you're going to need is two boxes, yardstick, pen, razor blade. You can use clear tape. I use gummed paper tape because it holds way better. I'm going to do a video on that gummed paper tape sometime because the stuff works great. Alright, so I'm going to make these boxes. I'll speed the video up. I'll speed the video up of me making these boxes, so don't worry. Okay, so now that you made these boxes, it was in fast forward, so you couldn't see it exactly what I was doing, but what I always do is I hit the edge of the box and then I push it in so it's completely straight. That way you can get a better cut so your boxes are completely straight. With the gum paper tape, you only need one stripe, and what I do is I do it one side at a time instead of reeling off, you know, 28 inches or 30 inches of tape, or you know, whatever length of tape, and do it one shot. I don't like doing that because it's hard to keep the box squeezed together to make it nice and straight and looking nice. So I do half. Like I pull out half, I squeeze it together, hit the box edge, put the tape on so it's nice and straight and tight, and then I turn around and do it to the other side so it looks nice and perfect. Okay, so now what I do is I know this box is 24 inches. I need 29 inches. So all I do is take, you want to measure from the best side so it's straight, and you want to measure from this lip right here. You don't want to measure from the edge because they get wrinkled sometimes. So this edge right here, and I'm going to measure 5 inches in. Right from that very edge. So 5 inches, 5 inches. I'm going to flip the box around to the other side, to the bottom. Same thing. Right from that very edge, 5 inches, 5 inches. And then what I'm going to do, now that I have my lines, right here, I'm going to scribe a line with my pen. Same on the other side because I already have my two lines scribed. Bada bing. Then what I do is I have this line, so I just make a, you know, kind of carry it over to the other side on each of them so I don't have to keep on measuring. So you carry it over, scribe more lines. That way it's nice and straight and perfect. The better you do at this part of the job, the straighter the box is going to be, and it'll look great. Okay, so I have my line scribed all the way around. Razor blade. My razor blade is a little bit old and crappy, but just sometimes you have to scribe it twice to get through, but just go right on the line and you cut it. Bang. That. Okay, so this you just put aside for another time that you're going to run into the same situation. All right, so I got a 5-inch piece. I got my 24-inch piece. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick on this side, I'm going to pick this one here just because it's a little bit messed up there, so I want to just get that all gone. So this cutting this side is super easy. You just cut through the tape because that's all that's holding the top on. Cut through the tape on this side. You don't have to scribe any lines, just cut the end off. So then what I do is I just stick my razor blade right in that little edge, because you know that's where the line right here runs. Stick it right in the edge and then go right across. Like that. Do the same to this side, right in the edge. And then you pull that out. All right. So now I've got a 24-inch open edge, my 5-inch piece, and they're going to butt right up against each other. When I first started selling and I first started shipping, I used to try to like slide it over, and all that did was rip the edges, and it looked like crap. And it didn't even really, this holds just as good. So just as long as your cuts are good, you can butt this box right up against the other one. Just like this. See how, like, once I have that taped, it's going to be perfect. So I'm going to tape this. I gotta do it on this side, unfortunately, because I'm right-handed. All right. So what I do is I have my gummed paper tape. Bust off a small piece, nothing crazy. Push it up, push it together nice and tight, and put the tape right in the middle. No wrinkles, you don't want no wrinkles, you want it to look nice. All right, so there's that. Then I go do the other side. I flip it around, I do the back side. Small piece. All right. I usually try to hold it together different, but I want you to see what I'm doing. All right. Small piece. So now each side has a small piece. Now what you do is you do the edges. So you pull out a longer piece. You know, something like that. It doesn't matter how long, just as long as it overlaps the piece of the tape you already put there. So you put it right over the top so it matches up to the other tape. There. All right. So there's that piece. A little wrinkle right there, but okay. Same thing, longer piece. Lay right over the top, over the other tape. All right. So now you have your box. Now you have your 29-inch box that needs to go in. So you're not done yet. What I always do, now you have to get the product in the box, but you also want to make it so it's still stable. So what I do, I cut along this side. Always cut on the shorter side. For some reason, it just works better. So I cut on this, I cut this. All right, so I flip it over, I cut this. All right. And then on this, I would probably cut this side, because see how it has the line? It doesn't really matter what side you cut, but all right, so now that that side's cut, you can open the top. Now this is one thing that it took me forever to figure out. When you put your stuff in there and you have your pack of peanuts and all that stuff, and you go to put this back on, look at it's going to hit, and it's a pain in the butt. So what I do is I cut an edge off where this is going to slide on. To make it slide on easier, I cut an edge right here and an edge. Oh, come on, raise your face though. And I cut an edge off that, so it's like this. So now, when you put your stuff in, it'll close right up, just like that. And then, what you got to do, I'm not going to do it because I got to put this part in there. You put a piece of tape over this edge, you know, hold it nice and tight, put a piece of tape over the edge so it's nice and square. You put another piece of tape right here to hold this side, and you put a piece of tape right here. And when you do that, this thing's rock solid. All right, that's about it. I'm going to put some links below to some stuff that I use. The gum tape dispenser. I'm going to do a video on this gum tape dispenser on how I modified it to work better. I did a modification to it. Works friggin' great now. That's about it. That's all I can think of. This is definitely going to help somebody because no one ever has the right size boxes, and I make boxes every single day for something that I don't have the right size because either they don't have it pre-made or I have an overstock of the smaller boxes, so I want to get rid of some of them. Okay. Well, if you feel that this helped you out, like, share, subscribe. If you have any suggestions that is better or anything you want to say, just comment below. If you have any video ideas in the future of info you might need, comment below. So appreciate you watching. Thank you.